Yeah, Karen.
I just fell in love with it. I fell in love with the port. I just thought the incubator was such a fantastic opportunity for business and the people, and I could see so much happening here, and I thought this is where I want my business to be. And it's when you're a small business and sometimes it's just you and one other worker, having that network of people around you can be good, because you just want to go downstairs and have a whinge about something, or go and cross someone's path in the tea room. It's great. There's always someone around. And being a people person that I am, I need that.
You commute from where?
Up near Gawler.
Really?
Yeah.
So you really like the place?
I really like the place.
You really like the place,
yeah. When I want to stay, I don't want to go anywhere else. I think it's fantastic. So.
And they showed you the office here with the view that you're going to have, and you said, yeah?
Yeah, I had this one initially and then expanded and cut out the door and moved in next. So I put a door in and took over the second one next door. Yeah. And then, so I reckon I'm in the penthouse above the garage here.
Yeah, that's great.
So I call it my penthouse suite.
Yeah, and this is industrial chic.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
can't
like
get
the
anything.
Factory Records sort of.
Yeah, exactly.
Sort of thing. Yeah.
Yep. Can play down in the trucks and still feel like I'm in the penthouse.
That's it.
Feng Shui must be right here.
Yeah, well, that's the only thing this place doesn't have is a Feng Shui consultant.
No, that's what they need, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you needed any coaching and training from the business incubator?
Yeah, I use them. I've done the business growth program. I'm doing the business owners coaching program. Yeah. I mean, one of my big plans for this being year 2 of operation was I wanted to set some budgets and plan a little bit more on my financial stuff. So I've gone to costing and pricing workshops, business planning workshop, which you were at the other week.
I was.
So they're always a wealth of knowledge. So you pick them up all the time. I find it's great to actually put into it, but it's also great to get out of it, because I've been told I'm a course junkie.
Really?
Yes.
So it sates your insatiable desire?
Yeah, I guess it must. I guess it does. But I run the workshops too. I'm running employment, HR and the law in October for Northwest.
You got into business primarily because you had a skill, not primarily because you wanted to get into business?
No, I definitely wanted to get back into business for myself.
Really?
My big plan was work-life balance.
Yeah.
I think if I go back and look at my original business plan of 12 months ago, it was my main key things were putting the mum things into life, being able to drop the kids off to school. My daughter starts school tomorrow.
Oh, really?
So it was a big, and again, that's why the whole planning of the next 12 months was important to me, because I want my hours to accommodate the home life, but still give me the rewards of the working side of things. So I've had to make sure I really look at time management and look at how I'm doing things, and so that I can put those other things in a structured way into and that's probably my weakest link, the time management.
So has a business plan been helpful there?
Yeah, yeah.
How was it helpful in that you set targets?
I've set myself some goals. I find that if I actually set myself some goals and put myself some timelines and deadlines to them, I can meet them. Yeah. Whereas if I just talk wishy-washy, I don't necessarily do it. But no, I've always, many moons ago, I went to an HR consultancy course when I was in Brisbane, lived in Brisbane, and I saw that as a business to do. I thought, I'd love to do HR consultancy, because that's what I've always done, always worked in that field. But I never saw I thought, how do I start up a business for HR? So, I did recruitment, and I worked overseas for several years, sort of in larger businesses. And then this was the opportune time, because I thought, this is how I can actually make it a business, and it actually is supporting small businesses. So,
are there other businesses like yours?
No. I've come across one other business, but she services government. There are some similar entities, but not that do it. There's nothing in it as a direct competitor, and that's the thing I find. A lot of businesses come to me and they say, look, we didn't know where to start or where to find information about what we need to do. I mean, the employer obligations, such as legally, what do they have to do, sign up with super and work cover, and where to get all that info is quite daunting for new business owners. So
you don't really have established models, or I guess when it came to costing and pricing, very
difficult. I guess I modelled off things like the industrial relations arm of what Business SA offers. But again, that's a part of a larger organisation, so it's a little bit different. But I guess we're just that part would be similar to what I do in the fact that they cover all those types of things, the documentation relating to all of those things that I've mentioned.
That's the sort of advice that you get from the business centres, that sort of thing? Or what sort of advice on costing and pricing did you get that was...
when I did the course with Chris, it was a bit of a general workshop on service industries versus product industries to then look at. So I sort of then went and did a one-on-one with Chris, specifically with some things in mind that I had. I've got a business mentor myself, and I do mentor myself. So as I said, that's where I wear the both hats.
You look in the mirror?
No.
Aaron!
No, he's great. His name's Martin Milan. He's one of the business coaches here through Northwest Business Development Centre, and he sort of keeps me focused on things, and pricing has been one of the most difficult things that I work with. So because I've been told I undervalue myself.
That's what people do.
So, but I've got to work on it because I'm doing less hours in the week, so I've got to make sure I'm measuring it right. But
so how's your work-life balance?
I think I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, a lot better. I think all this big planning stuff for me started about April. So it's been a big learning curve. I've done a lot of steps to actually get to it. I've got my my business plan. I had wanted to have due finished for the end of this month, which I'm pretty much on par. My budget I've done, and my goal was to have that for the 16th of July. So as I said, putting those timelines in place actually make me do it better. I'm managing my time through a calendar on Outlook and measuring what time, because I've got efficiencies that I need to check.
Little ding.
Yeah, or colour codes. I'm big on colour coding, so that makes it easy for me. So there's people in every business. So the fundamentally the same, skills that we offer, or the underlying factors relating to the people come across all the businesses regardless of the industry they're in. So it works well.
Well, it sounds like your niche would be impossible in any other sort of scenario.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope it's going to be... No, the market itself, yes. Yeah. Because, I can't... You won't come across a lawyer's not going to get the same effect, or a solicitor's not going to... But HR, it's people, It's either businesses are providing a service, they need people, or they're making widgets and they need people to make the widgets. So at the end of the day, it's working out how do you motivate them no matter what their job is, and keep them motivated, or keep them safe, or, or employ the right person in the first instance.
Nice niche. Well done.
Very nice, thank you.
It's all right.